It's time to restart. I wonder if you and I are alike in that sometimes when I pray, it feels like what I say vanishes into the air like I'm talking to myself. Job felt this way too. He said, "If I called and he answered to me, I could not believe that he was listening to my voice." It's as if Job was startled that God would answer, because his time of prayer had grown somehow vacant and futile. Jeremiah writes, "Thou hast covered thyself with a cloud, so that no prayer can pass through." So, what are we to do at such times? Well, first, I would suggest that the Jesus path is not a sprint, but a marathon. Paul reminds us that we are to run with endurance the race that is set before us. It is you and I who live within the constraints of time. You and I who feel strong and accepted in prayer one moment, while in another, not so much. That verse also holds another key, the race that is set before us. The obstacles and predicaments we deal with have been placed with care and intelligent deliberateness, that our feelings may drift, but the certainty of God's guidance and sovereignty never do. John writes this encouragement, and we know that he hears us in whatever we ask. That though we grow weary and often feel disconnected, that has no effect upon Christ's call upon us. He says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest." That how we feel about our prayers has no effect upon Christ, who calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. It remains, therefore, our task to be in position to hear his voice, to believe in the unshakable word of God, and not to rely on our unsteady and unreliable sense of his attentions to us. He never fails or forsakes us. So let's keep on praying. Let's not become discouraged. He waits for you to pray. He calls you to prayer. So right now, let's take a moment out together. Call to him. That's my word of encouragement from Restart Church. Thanks so much for tuning in, and may the Lord bless you as you go.